The life, times, and struggles of Isaac Adaka Boro. Isaac Adaka Boro was born on September 10, 1938, in Oloibiri, a small community in today's Bayelsa State, Nigeria. Oloibiri was rich in land, rivers, and culture. But it was also poor. The people lived by fishing and farming. They depended on the rivers to survive. As a child, Boro saw suffering very early in life. He saw how his people worked hard, yet remained poor. He saw how outsiders came, took resources, and left nothing behind. When oil was discovered in Oloibiri, the people were hopeful. They believed life would finally change. But it did not. Instead, their rivers became dirty. Their farmlands were destroyed. Their lives became harder. Young Isaac never forgot this. Isaac Adaka Boro was very intelligent. He believed education was a weapon. He went to school and later gained admission into the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. At the university, his eyes opened wider. He studied history and politics. He read about freedom fighters around the world. He learned how oppressed people stood up against injustice. Slowly, anger grew in his heart. Not blind anger, but painful awareness. He began to ask questions. Why is the Niger Delta rich, yet its people are poor? Why does the government ignore the suffering of his people? Why are others enjoying what belongs to the Niger Delta? He started writing. He started speaking. But no one listened. After school, Boro joined the Nigerian police for a short time. Later, he joined the Nigerian army. He believed serving the country would give him a voice. But once again, he was disappointed. The suffering of his people continued. Oil money flowed to the government. But nothing returned to the creeks. Peaceful talks failed. Letters were ignored. Protests were crushed. Boro reached a painful conclusion. If nobody will listen to us, then we must force them to hear. This decision would change his life forever. In February 1966, Isaac Adaka Boro did something unthinkable. With just 159 young men, most of them poorly armed, he declared the Niger Delta Republic. He announced that the Niger Delta was now free from Nigeria. This event became known as the 12-Day Revolution. For 12 days, Boro and his men fought Nigerian soldiers in the creeks. They were not fighting for power. They were fighting for dignity. They were fighting for justice. But the truth was harsh. They were outnumbered. They were outgunned. They were alone. No foreign help came. No local leaders supported them. This was the first betrayal. After 12 days, the revolution failed. Boro was captured. The Nigerian government charged him with treason, a crime punishable by death. Many expected him to beg. But he did not. In court, Boro spoke boldly. He defended his actions. He said he fought because his people were suffering. The government found him guilty. He was sentenced to death. The Niger Delta mourned. A hero was about to be killed. But history took another turn. Before the execution, Nigeria was thrown into chaos. The Nigerian Civil War began. Suddenly, the government needed experienced soldiers. And suddenly, Isaac Adaka Boro was forgiven. His death sentence was cancelled. He was released from prison. He was welcomed into the Nigerian army. This shocked many people. The same government that called him a traitor now called him a soldier. This was the second betrayal, not just of Boro, but of his dream. Boro returned to the battlefield, this time fighting for Nigeria. He believed maybe things would change after the war. He believed maybe his people would finally be heard. He fought bravely. He became a respected officer. But behind the smiles, danger followed him. Some officers did not trust him. Some feared his influence. Some still saw him as a rebel. In May 1968, Isaac Adaka Boro died during the Civil War. The official story said he was killed in battle. But many people did not believe this. Some said he was betrayed again. Some said he was silenced. Some said his ideas were too powerful to be allowed to live. Till today, the truth remains unclear. What is clear is this. Isaac Adaka Boro died young. He died without seeing justice for his people. After his death, Boro was slowly forgotten by the government. No national honor. No loud recognition. No justice for his cause. But among the people of the Niger Delta, his name never died. He became a symbol. A reminder. A warning. Years later, many groups would rise, inspired by his struggle. Boro did not start the Niger Delta crisis. He predicted it. Isaac Adaka Boro was not perfect. But he was brave. He spoke when it was dangerous. He acted when others were afraid. He was betrayed by leaders, used by the system, and forgotten by the nation he tried to save. But history has a way of telling the truth. And today, his story still asks Nigeria one question. Was Isaac Adaka Boro a rebel or a prophet?